Hello everyone, welcome to Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Before I start doing anything, I want to discuss why I'm making this video. I'm making this video for anyone out there who is skeptical about this game. If you liked Civ 5, if you didn't like Civ 5, if you're just not sure, this video series will hopefully be for you, to show you about the game as well as how I feel about the game. I'll talk about what I like, what I don't like, and hopefully you will have your own opinion about this game when I'm finished. Okay, let's see here about difficulty. This is, I've been told supposedly that this is the equivalent of Emperor in Civilization 5, which I can beat most of the time. I usually don't have problems, and I can't beat Immortal, but let's kick it back a little bit and go for Gemini. We'll see how that is. Map size is small. Now let's go with regular. So in this game, there are no civilizations, and instead you will pick from 4 bonuses for your civilization to kind of customize your expedition. I don't really want to talk about all the bonuses for all these, but I do want to go and discuss the ones I feel are the weakest. The African Union is not actually plus 10% food, it's plus 10% growth, which I'll kind of explain more once I get into the game and show you, and you're not necessarily always going to be healthy, so I really think this bonus is awful and needs to be buffed to compete with some of the other ones here. I'm going to choose Australia, not necessarily because I think they're the best, but because I think I want to show off some trade routes, and I do like these extra trade routes, so let's go ahead and go to the next screen. You get to pick a bonus for each of your cities, and I think Artists is the best because it's generally more difficult to get culture than the other ones here. You can build tile improvements for food, you can build tile improvements for energy, you can sort of build tile improvements for production and science, but science doesn't directly help your city. It does help you, but it doesn't directly help your city. I would much rather go for +2 food because that's extra people, and extra people is extra science as well as extra other stuff. So honestly, I think this needs some kind of buff. I don't know if it would benefit from the +1 health these other two have, but I would still, I don't know if I'd pick it anyway. I just think this one needs something extra. I'm going to go with Artists. Okay, this is a kind of little bonus for you to pick out. It helps you explore a little bit. Reveal Coast would be very good if I were playing on Atlantean, which is mostly water, but I'm not going to be for that one. Retrograde Thrusters, a water, basically it gives you more room to settle your capital, and it shows off some more area. Like I says, I'll kind of talk about this once we get in, so I can show you what this means. Reveal Alien Nests. I'm kind of torn on this one because I do like that you can keep your units away from alien nests, which, if you're unfamiliar with this game, aliens will not bother you unless you go near their nests or you attack them. So if you go near their nests, even if you haven't bothered them, they will think that's a threat and they will attack you. So this lets you keep your units alive in the early game. And to be able to see all of these resources, it requires you to research 4 technologies. And if you do settle on a resource, even if you can't see it, it will go poof. So I doubt that's going to be a huge issue, but you might settle on the only titanium or the only petroleum in your area, and that could be a problem. This, I do not think this competes with these other ones at all. I think this needs to be at least 200 or something like that, because 100 can't get you anything. We'll see once we get in the game exactly what we could do with 200, say, but I would never, ever, ever pick this, because this is just nowhere near as good as these other options here. I'm going to pick Tectonic Scanner. Okay, so we get a little freebie. You can get 2 people. Start with Pioneering. The way technologies work in this game is a little bit different. I'll show you once we get in, but you will be researching Pioneering, and this will help you save science for something else, basically. Clinic is +1 science and +1 health. If you want extra science, get this, because this is extra science. This is awful. This needs to be Old Earth Relic and a clinic or something like that, or maybe like a clinic and an explorer or something. This is just plain awful. You would never pick this over the other ones. There's no reason. Free Soldier and Free Worker, all these are good options except this one. This needs something else. I'm gonna go with the Free Worker, though I'm tempted to get the Laboratory, but we'll not do that. We'll get the Free Worker, and then let's go to select our map. Protean is basically Pangea. Atlantean is lots of islands. It might not look exactly like that, and Terran is continents. So I'm gonna go with continents for this one. Hawking is, I guess it's after Stephen Hawking. These will have randomly generated names, but I'm going to go with continents for this one because I feel like it gives a good mix of both land and water, and I do like me some water. While you're loading, you will receive a diary sort of entry from your leader, and you can take a little bit to read that if you want. Let's go ahead and get started.
I am the Advanced Integration and Simulation Resource, or Advisor. I am equipped.
Okay, so when you start up, it will give you this is the normal amount of space you'll get to settle your capital, but if you had retrograde thrusters, you would get an extra ring out here of options. Obviously, you can't settle out in the water, and you would reveal a much wider area out here. This green stuff is miasma, and it will damage your units when they walk into it. So let's see. Honestly, I think right where it plopped me here in the middle is probably pretty good. I get access to all these goodies right here. Yeah, I think I'll just land right here in the middle. For access on the ship, kind of cute. So you start with an explorer, which is similar to the scout, but it's not the same thing. It's sort of like a scout and an archaeologist at the same time, but you'll see what I mean. Of course, we got the free worker because we picked free worker. So let's go ahead and start on the Old Earth Relic, which is basically the same thing as the monument, but no other buildings are that similar. And you can also develop your production into food and culture, which are new, so I like those, and of course energy. So, but we're gonna go with the Old Earth Relic. Let's see if I can open. Production queue. No. I'll open the production queue. I want to add an explorer. Yeah, okay. Because I know I'm gonna make an explorer. Okay, so let's go out here into the miasma. I've turned off movement, or I've turned on quick movement because I think that'll just, I don't know, it just feels silly to have on the regular movement. It's quicker and easier. Okay, so let's see here. Let me turn on, let's see, I think it's, it might be up here. No, that won't help me. Where is, oh, resource icon. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, so fruit gives extra food. Tubers give extra production. Let's see, which tile are we working on right now? Working on this chitin. If I improve that chitin, I will get 1 production. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down a paddock on that, which is sort of like a, I guess it would be sort of like a pasture. Choose research. Alright, welcome to the tech web, everybody. This is how you research technology in this game. You can go in any direction, any way you want. If you, so let me do some explain first. If you want to get, say, genetic design, you need to get genetics, and then genetic design, you do not need to get the ones below it. But if you want to get the ones below it, you must research this one. But you're not required to research them in order. Like, for example, see, I could skip pioneering and get planetary survey if I wanted, but we're not going to do that, because planetary survey is kind of an odd thing to research. So I'm going to take a look at the tech tree and decide what I want to do. Okay, I have decided that I'm going to go for chemistry first, because it's going to give us recycle, which is extra production, lab, which gives us extra science. We already have petroleum, but then we'll be able to improve our petroleum. So let's go ahead and go to the next turn. There's some xenomass. There are 6 strategic resources. I would say these 3 are kind of like regular and these are special, but we'll talk about what I mean by special here in a little bit. Resource supply. That's sort of like, how should I say this? It's sort of like ancient ruins. So we'll grab that and see what we get. Free solar collector. Okay, solar collectors are pretty handy. I'm going to tell him to go to sleep right now, because what solar collectors do is they give extra energy on the tiles below them, and they also give the city, if it's covered by it, 20% extra energy, which is pretty handy, but we don't have that many citizens right now.
Venez, mettez-vous à l'aise. Franco-Iberia vous accueille.
That's Franco-Iberia. I guess they're going to be our not too distant neighbor. Some gold. Gold gives culture when improved. Oh wow, gold gives pretty much a little bit of everything. That's awesome. Oh, I'll probably need to chop down that forest though. Yeah, okay. So looks like an okay spot over here to settle maybe. Let's see, what's Freeland doing now? I want to lock this down. And yeah, I'm okay with okay with those tubers for right now as well. Oh, it's not tubers. Oh, wait, these are tubers, aren't they? Yes, okay, sorry. That's fiber, and that's tubers. Whoops. Yep, took some damage from the miasma. Haven't encountered any aliens yet. I guess we're being pretty fortunate. Okay, for quests, wants us to find some resource pods and found the outpost. This is a new feature for this game from Civ 5, but if I'm not mistaken, it was in Civ 4. I didn't play Civ 4, but I've been told. And I do like quest decisions, so we'll be talking about those a bit later. Oh, we got some extra science. Okay. So let's see. Assault gives extra production. Silica gives science. Yes. Yeah, I'm seeing another maybe possible a couple of good spots here to settle. Let's see. We are finished with that, so let's go ahead and put down a plantation on those fibers. Old Earth Relic here will finish, and we can develop a virtue. Alright. This is the quote-unquote social policy system in this game, and I think it is vastly superior because of these bonuses and these bonuses. These bonuses up here are given, so like the first one will be given if you have 5 in the tree, any 5 in the tree. And these bonuses are given for you spreading out on this tier. So these bonuses will apply to tier 1, these bonuses will apply to tier 2, and this bonus will apply to tier 3. If you put 6 up here, I believe it is, you need to count, or should it just tell you get a free virtue? So if you have, say, all 5 in knowledge up here and you want to put, say, that one, you might as well just grab something somewhere else, and then you can get that one for free. And then, of course, you move down here and get some other stuff. You can get, this one's really cool, free virtue, free covert agent. We'll talk about affinity in a little bit. And this one is really cool, but you need 10, if I'm not mistaken, in tier 3, and that's a lot to have down here, so this bonus is going to be rough. I'm going to start out with prosperity, but I'm going to dip into knowledge a little bit, and then we'll see where we go after that. So let's see. Our explorer needs some more orders. I like this grassland. It looks very nice. Some petroleum out in the water. Somebody's landing. Wait, where? Oh, over here. Okay. I was like, whoa, that's pretty close, but okay. No. That is the Pan Asian Cooperative. Don't really have too much to say about them. Hopefully they'll be a good neighbor. I don't know if they'll be as good as a neighbor as State Farm, but we'll find out. Okay, so you're working that fruit. You know what? I do like my growth, so I'm okay with that. Alright, ooh, some titanium. Find titanium, petroleum. Haven't found any geothermal yet, but I don't think you need that very early. Another resource pot. Please don't be an alien nest. Oh, and speak of the devil, there's the geothermal. Quest decision. Okay. So, affinities are a way to progress in this game that's kind of new to the game, and this is going to be a tough one for me because, let's see, 3 floatstone, 3 floatstone, and it should be 3 xenomass, 2 xenomass, 3 xenomass, 3 xenomass. Okay. These resources are associated with each affinity. You use floatstone for usually for purity-related things, Firaxite for supremacy-related things, and xenomass for harmony-related things. Now, you're not necessarily required to have them to go for that affinity, but it will help you a lot. And generally, I would make a selection based on what was available nearby, but I do have a little bit of floatstone and a little bit of xenomass, so this is kind of a tricky one. Oof. Frankfurt barriers down here. We're going to need to settle in here pretty quick, so let's see. We can ignore the outbreak of these plants that we brought with us, or we can go with contain the outbreak. I could pick this on kind of personal level and say I don't know if I necessarily want to mess with the indigenous wildlife too much, and there is a fair bit of xenomass nearby, And if Xenomass has miasma on it, could spawn an alien nest, so we're going to need to be careful with those. I think since we have mostly Xenomass nearby, we're going to contain the outbreak. And then we're going to go to the next turn. Discover Far Base 1. These are sort of like city-states, but stations are not the same as city-states. They only take up one tile. They don't have units.
Temple doors of the Protectorate
And they cannot
are
attack you. They are mostly neutral, and they can have and if you trade with them more, they will give you bigger bonuses. And if you don't trade with them, they'll disappear. We can develop another virtue. I'm gonna go for this free colonist down here, which are not settlers. They're a little bit different, and I think this is worth the investment because if we go look at Freeland, it's gonna take. Oh, that's right. We can't build a colonist yet because we didn't get pioneering, which is right here. Let's just build colonists, which takes 186 production. Let's see how much is a worker. Yes, 60. So, in my opinion, free worker is very useless because virtues are not that easy to get, and workers are pretty easy to build. Colonists, on the other hand, take a while to build, and I think this is definitely worth it. I don't think this is worth it, and the follow-up one is debatable, but this is a waste of a virtue, in my opinion. I'm going to go with extra outpost development. You'll see what that means a little bit more here in a second. Let's grab this resource pod and see what we get. Extra science. Okay, I'm fine with that. Did I just get 2 resource pods? Oh, wait. Oh, I got a quest complete. Okay, that's right. I was confused. I would like that. I would like this titanium. It only gives 3, but still. Ooh, plus 3. Oh, that's right. And it gives 2. That'd be a good tile. This is a tough one. If I settle right here, I get that algae. I get that Xenomass. I get those tubers. I won't quite get that chitin, but that's okay. I will get that coral, which gives culture and also production when you look at this. How many geothermal? 1, okay. And we'll get that silica as well. So yeah, I'm thinking, and also if I settle right there, oh no, gold's too far away. I guess I'll need to settle up here or so to get that gold. That's a little bit of overlap, but we'll see. We'll see. In this game, I think that generally speaking, going for lots of cities is probably pretty desirable. Based on how important getting these strategic resources are. So we're probably going to be building a lot of cities, so that's why I'm trying to think, how can I squeeze in more in here? Not necessarily because I just want more cities, but because I want more good cities. And this does have quite a few resources in it. Again, I need this titanium, probably need that geothermal, some extra algae for growth. So yeah, it seems like a pretty okay spot. Let's see. We built our explorer. Probably should have researched pioneering first so I could be building a colonist soon. So what do I want to build in the meantime? I could build a soldier. That would help us stay alive a little bit. I could also get this clinic, which I mentioned for free is not that great, but kind of needs something to do in the meantime, so let's just go ahead and build this clinic. And okay, working all the good tiles. Next turn. Ooh, 7 float stone. Okay, so this is a building quest. These are for every building, if I'm not mistaken. We can leave the old Earth Relic untouched, and all of our old Earth Relics will have 1 less maintenance, or you can get +1 culture. Personally, I don't think this is a decision because, as I mentioned, energy is much easier to get than culture. I'm going with the extra culture. It's pretty simple. Looks like we have another neighbor up here. Oh, it's you. Hello, American Reclamation Corporation. Hopefully you won't be too much of a pain in the butt.
4 billion-year-old world's worth of resources, shared among a handful of people. We're gonna make a fortune here.
I'm playing Utama, that's funny. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything over here I can get. Derelict settlement. Okay, so this is something explorers can do. They can put expeditions on things like this to help you get bonuses. As I mentioned, there's sort of like archaeologists as well. So for research, yeah, definitely want to get pioneering right now. Probably should have got that first, but that's okay. Pioneering also lets you build trade convoys, trade depots, and trade vessels. You need trade depots to establish trade routes, and these will let you trade. So I guess I could send this explorer on down here and see if there's anything I can dig up over here, maybe. Let's continue to look around. for another virtue, we're gonna grab that free colonist. Now, where do we want to settle? It's giving us some recommended locations. Honestly, this wouldn't necessarily be too bad, but that's really close to my capital. That's like the closest possible, and you don't want to overlap that much. So, do I want to settle down here? Actually, I could settle right there, and I would also grab that gold, and I would still get everything else. Things would be a little further away, but I would secure that gold, which I don't think otherwise I can really get. I'm going to settle on that chitin and other stuff, but I could settle maybe like up here, perhaps. Well, let's go ahead and get moving. And we'll make a decision once we get over there. Hopefully that Xenomass is not an alien nest. Is that an alien nest? Okay, you're not. Whew! That could have been a pain. Still have not encountered a single alien. This is bizarre, to say the least. I was expecting we'd be crawling them by now. Let's see, did Freeland grow again? Yes, it did. Have another. Of course, everyone's gonna land.
Iskawaran, the African people greet you.
Not sure what this means. Maybe somebody can tell me. Maybe this is some language they've cooked up in the future. From what I understand, he's usually pretty peaceful, so I don't think we'll have too many problems out of him. Okay. They both have explorers out here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to grab this derelict settlement while they're up here then. Gonna miss out on this fungus and this Firaxite probably if I settle over here, but I think that's gonna be okay. Yep, oh, they're closing in. Nope, we're gonna grab this up. Please no alien nests? No? Okay. Always a little paranoid. Is this desert? Oh, this is desert. I did not realize we were right next to the desert. There's a building that you can build to help make the desert a little bit better. We're probably going to grab that then, since I didn't notice we were in the desert. Here is Brasilia.
El pueblo unido de Sudamérica.
Okay, so we need to make a decision. Is it going to be right here, or is it going to be one down? Okay, I've decided we're going to settle right here. We're going to miss out on the gold, but I think this will be overall a mostly better location. Okay, so as you noticed, it has not become a city outpost. We're going to grow slowly into cities, which I think is a big improvement from Civilization 5, and I'm assuming the other ones as well, because this takes time to grow up, and then once it becomes a city, then I can do stuff. And it's pretty weak right now. It also cannot attack. So it has 8 strength, and okay, but yeah, it's still quite a bit weaker than the capital. So let's see, pioneering in 7, recycler finished slightly before that. So I think we should get this recycler to help us get some extra production. I don't know if I guess this is our continent, and not everybody's landed yet, I don't think. You haven't seen Slavic Federation yet, so... this is honestly a lot of good stuff right here. Settling right there? That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, Franco Iberia probably wouldn't like it too much, but... Hey, if they're not gonna take it, I mean, I might as well. This is a really good location, actually. More Xenomass, too. Lots of petroleum. That would be handy. And some titanium. You know what, man? I'm not turning down that spot. I probably should have rushed over there, but we'll send our next colonist over there, assuming she doesn't grab it already. If not, we'll need to settle up here before ARC gets it. But they landed a little bit later, so hopefully we'll... Oh, as I say, we're gonna settle down here. Guess what? It's Slavic Federation. Hello.
Sputnik, Slavian.
They settle everywhere, and I mean everywhere. So. Yeah, I don't know if we want to forward settle 2 people at once. That might be a bad idea. I'll need to do some considering about this one. I don't know if I want to forward settle 2 people at the same time. Let's see, quest decision. Ooh, okay. So this is a station that wants to pop up near us. Hopefully it won't pop up where we want to settle, because if we do, we'll need to take it out. If it does, we'll need to take it out. We can choose between Adapt Blue, which used to be way better in the beta, but they nerfed it for good reasons. Trust me, this is ridiculous. Previously, 2 food, 2 science, or 2 science, 2 production. Well, I do like me some food. I'm gonna go with Adept Blue. Please don't spawn where I want. Oh, great. Well, Adept Blue, I'm sorry, but yeah, you pretty much plopped down right in the middle of where I wanted to settle. So, well, okay. I guess we're gonna need to start making some units. 'Cause I don't have any except for these 2 explorers, which. Oh, and I got an extra population in the capital from that derelict settlement. All right, cool. I guess we'll explore around here and see if I can't. I should have went onto that geothermal probably to avoid this miasma damage. I'm probably gonna piss you off more by settling up here. So I'm gonna try to be friendly. I'm gonna say we'll not dig anything up. But as I say that, probably will. Oh, even more petroleum. I don't know if I can turn on this spot, man. Oh, some algae up here too. Could I squeeze in another city up there? That's the question, because I could put one in right here, which is kind of close to Jimbuba, but it's not like as close as possible. I could settle on that silica, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, I could settle where Adept Blue is. That would not be an awful spot. I can still improve the petroleum out here. You do not need work boats in this game. You just send your worker out to embark, and they can do, which I think is awesome. Much simpler way to do it. So, I think I might settle where Adept Blue is, honestly. Or maybe, I don't know, that's really close up here, though. It's really close to up here. Let's see, let's go ahead and get another virtue. Let's see. I could continue on down Prosperity, but what I want to do now is, I would like to get this one if possible. That'll help me out a little bit. So I'm gonna dip into knowledge right now. Don't see any colonists. Okay, let's make a generator over here. We're not making any money. That would be helpful.
The university.
Yeah, we can't clear miasma because we don't have the technology farm. Let's get a generator for that +2 energy. Finally found some aliens. Oh my goodness. Alright. I think I'm going to go for a college year and get the Vivarium, which gives extra food and extra fruit from the desert, which is pretty handy. I'm also get the miasma repulsor, which will get rid of miasma. So let's go for that. And that should help us out a little bit. Oh, is there a nest over here? Oh, I found a skeleton! Oh, we are digging that up, you bet. Okay, colonists. Alright, now. Oh, I guess we'll leave everybody alone then. Is there an alien nest up here? There are aliens. Ooh, I'm getting close. I don't know. I don't want to walk into that forest. Yeah, see, let's be buddies. Let's do it. I'm totally okay with this. You bet I'm digging this shit up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Siege worm. Okay, guys. Siege worms will mess you up. I think they nerfed them, actually. I think they had like 70 combat strength, but still. Yeah, you don't want to mess with siege worms. If you piss off the aliens, siege worms will mess you up. I mean, explorers kind of can't really kill anything, but also we lost an expedition module. To do that, we need to go back to Freeland, walk inside, and that'll give us an extra expedition module. And we can also get extra. We can get an extra one from up there in Supremacy. We get passive bonuses for going into Phase of Begin. We'll get those a little bit once we have some affinity points. Let's check out our quests, actually. Wants us to build a Xeno Sanctuary. Okay, that is going to take a while if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I don't really know why I'm building this colonist, because I can't settle Adept Blue without... Oh, settled up there. Well, actually, I could try to sneak down here and piss off everybody. Let's do that. Quest decision. Extra worker speed, food from recyclers. Okay. This is a tricky one because extra worker speed is pretty handy. There are a lot of tile improvements to build, and there are some that take a really long time. But I don't know. I don't think +1 food's not the greatest bonus either, but I think I'm gonna go for that because I do like me some food. Let's see. Explorer needs orders. There's really not much to do up here, honestly. We're kind of on this little... This isn't quite a peninsula, but we're kind of stuck up here, I guess you could say. Let's go back home and get an expedition module. Maybe we can go find some. Hey, Jimbuba is up and running. Alright, cool. It's going to take a while to build anything. This is expectable. Let's get a trade depot up so we can start trading. She already doesn't like me. Well, I'm definitely for selling you again, so don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. Okay, generator is finished. We need to, let's see, forest plains for forest grassland. I want to go, yeah, I do want to go put a farm down, so let's go over there. Alien raptor bug is under your control. Oh boy. Well, this is very handy. Yeah, you can get aliens sometimes from expeditions, so I got the raptor bug. They can move a lot and have pretty decent combat strength. Darn it. Well, we have a problem now, because that means I can't get through here. And she's not going to open borders with me, because she probably hates my guts.
Que veux-tu, espèce de malotru?
I don't want open borders.
Ne faites pas comme tout le monde.
Okay, this is her open borders.
Certainement pas.
Don't see a way to make this deal work.
Au contraire.
Well, okay then. I guess we're in trouble. Well, I should probably stop working on this colonist, because we do not need it right now. We need a soldier. Let's see. Yes, work that. Okay, that's fine. Who needs orders? Oh, you do. My poor explorer is stuck down here. Wow, okay, I'm doing a great job to piss off everybody already. This is going excellent. This is going excellently. Explorer, get out of my way. This raptor bug is kind of stuck, so I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I guess I can try to go through here. What happens if I... No, I don't want to... I need to declare war to see how much damage I would do. Oh, that was the luckiest border growth oh, you... Oh, that was so lucky. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was... Wow, I don't have words for that one. That was super lucky. Aliens actually heal on miasma, by the way, so I'm not worried about walking into miasma with them, but this worker is getting... Oh, 20. Let's see, I need to... Is that miasma? No, it's not. Okay. This raptor bug is going to chill out over here. Okay, explore, pick up an expedition module. I think that ends right there, but I'll go double check just to make sure. I don't want to get... Ooh. Alright, let's think about